All right, so are you ready to dive deep?
Let's do it.
Today, we're going to unpack the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 AI smartphone.
Sounds pretty cool.
It is. It is. We've got this really awesome in-depth review from TechWise Corner. It's a tech blog that always seems to get the scoop. And, I mean, right off the bat, this phone is, well, it's foldable.
Yeah, that's the thing everyone's talking about, right?
Yeah, it's like having a tablet that you can fold down and just put in your pocket.
Talk about portability.
Right. And we're going to break down all the details for you. We're going to talk about, well, the whole AI thing.
Oh, yeah, the AI is supposed to be insane on this thing.
Totally. And then there's the 50MP camera.
Wow.
And can you believe this? It's got a whole terabyte of storage.
That's like more than my laptop.
I know, right? So let's start with the design. TechWise Corner was all about how this phone has like a really premium feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in this sleek navy finish.
Nice.
Super sophisticated. But, I mean, obviously the big deal is the whole folding mechanism.
Yeah, how well does that actually work?
That's what I was wondering, too. But the reviewers were really impressed. They were saying the hinge is super smooth.
So it doesn't feel clunky or anything?
Not at all. They said it's, like, almost invisible when you're switching between, phone mode and tablet mode.
That's wild. So you're saying, like, I could be on the train, just scrolling through messages?
Exact.
And then, bam!
Yeah.
Unfold.
Boom. You've got a tablet for, like, watching a video or working on a presentation or something.
Incredible.
And here's another thing. It's not locked to a specific carrier. The Z Fold 6 runs on unlocked Android.
So you've got options.
Oh, tons of options. You can pick your network, customize your settings, really make it your own.
I like that. A phone that adapts to you, not the other way around.
Right. And speaking of adapting, let's talk about the display. TechWise Corner called it a tablet-like canvas. Very dramatic.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's got vibrant colors, razor-sharp clarity, like, I don't know, imagine sketching out an idea or watching your favorite show.
All on this one device.
All on this one device. And the responsiveness, top-notch.
So no lag when you're swiping between apps.
Nope, it's got this high refresh rate that just makes everything super smooth.
Nice. Okay, so it looks good, but what about what's under the hood? Can it handle, serious tasks?
Oh, absolutely. The Z Fold 6 has this state-of-the-art processor.
Okay, so we're talking power.
Major power. The reviewers were even saying that video editing and gaming are like a breeze on this thing.
No lag.
Zero.
Impressive.
And of course, gotta mention the AI. Like, what even is a cutting-edge phone without AI these days?
Right.
But it's not just some flashy gimmick. This AI actually optimizes the entire experience. It manages battery life, tweaks the camera settings, and even learns your habits to give you personalized recommendations.
So it's like the phone is actually getting to know you.
Exactly. It's like having a personal assistant built right in. Let's say, I don't know, you always listen to podcasts during your commute.
I do, actually.
Well, the AI could pick up on that and, like, preload your favorite episodes so you're good to go even if you don't have internet.
Oh, that's handy.
I know. And because it's always learning, it can actually optimize battery performance, too.
Ooh, that's key. So how does that work?
Let's say you always play a certain game after dinner, like clockwork.
Huh?
Well, the Z Fold 6 will start to recognize that pattern, and it'll, like, intelligently allocate power so you don't run out of juice in the middle of a game.
That's really smart.
Right. Okay, so now let's get to the fun stuff. That 50MP camera, TechWise Corner could not stop raving about it.
Okay, spill the details. What's so special about it?
They were saying you can capture these amazing landscapes, super detailed close-ups, like anything you can imagine, all in incredible clarity.
That sounds pretty dreamy for a photography nerd like me. But what about in, like, low light?
That's where the AI comes in.
Ah, of course.
It's got this intelligent scene recognition thing that automatically adjusts the settings to give you the best possible shot no matter what. And then it also has this advanced noise reduction that makes sure your photos are, like, crisp and true to life, even if it's dark.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Yeah.
So picture this. You're walking through a market at night.
Okay, I'm with you.
It's dimly lit, lots of atmosphere. You take a picture, and the Z Fold 6 automatically brightens the image, reduces any graininess. It's magic.
That's so cool.
Right. Okay, but now the big question. All this tech, all this power, what about the battery life?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What's the point of all these amazing features if the phone dies after a couple of hours?
Exactly. So we were just talking about the battery life.
Yeah, pretty important, right?
Totally. I mean, especially with a phone like this that can do so much.
Right, you don't want it dying on you in the middle of the day.
Exactly. But luckily, TechWise Corner said that the AI actually helps with that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it learns how you use your phone. And then it like manages the power to make the battery last as long as possible.
So if you're, I don't know, constantly checking emails and stuff,
Or like streaming videos.
it'll adjust.
Exactly. Pretty cool, huh?
That is pretty cool.
And then on top of that, remember how we talked about all that storage space?
Oh, yeah, a whole terabyte.
You can basically fit your entire digital life on this thing.
No kidding. Movies, music, documents, everything.
And still have room to spare.
That's insane.
It's a game changer, especially if you use your phone for, like, work and play.
Right. You don't have to be constantly deleting things.
Nope. No more storage anxiety. Oh, and speaking of freedom,
Yeah.
the Z Fold6 is unlocked.
Oh, nice.
So you're not stuck with one carrier.
More options.
Exactly. You can shop around for the best plan, or if you travel a lot, you can just, pop in a local SIM card.
Ah, that's super convenient.
Right. And of course, it's got 5G and Wi-Fi 6E.
So the connectivity is top-notch.
The best of the best. And guess what? The AI even optimizes the network performance.
What does that mean?
So, like, if you're in a place with spotty Wi-Fi, the Z Fold 6 will automatically switch to your cellular data.
Oh, so you don't even notice.
Seamless. No more dropped calls or interrupted downloads.
That's pretty slick. It's like it's thinking ahead for you.
Totally. And it even adjusts the screen brightness based on your environment.
Oh, so you can actually see what's on the screen even if you're outside?
Exactly. No more squinting at your phone in the sun.
That's a lifesaver.
Right. And get this, it comes with a 3-year manufacturer warranty.
Wow, 3 years.
3 years. That's a pretty big deal.
It is. Shows they're confident in the phone.
Yeah, like they know it's built to last.
Makes you wonder, is this like the future of phones?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, who hasn't dreamed of having a phone that can turn into a tablet?
Right. It's like something out of a movie.
Totally. Foldable phones have been around for a while now, but this one.
This one feels different.
It does. It's more, I don't know, refined.
More practical.
More user-friendly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But, is it just a novelty?
Or is it really the next big thing?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is. It all comes down to, like, how well it fits into our lives, you know?
If it actually makes things easier and better.
Exactly. And it seems like the Z Fold 6 is really pushing in that direction.
It is. It's not just about the folding. It's about adapting to your lifestyle.
Right. Whether you're working or just chilling out.
Exactly. And we've talked a lot about the hardware.
The folding, the camera, all that.
The software is just as important.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's what makes the phone come alive.
And the Z Fold 6 is packed with all these AI-powered features.
That go beyond just, like, performance.
Right? It's about making the phone more intuitive, more personalized.
Like it anticipates what you need.
Exactly. TechWise Corner talked about how the AI can actually learn your camera settings.
Really?
Yeah, so if you always use a certain filter or shooting mode,
It remembers.
it remembers, and then it's ready to go the next time you open the camera.
That's pretty convenient.
Right. And it can even learn your writing style.
Okay, now that's freaky.
I know, it's a little bit Big Brother-ish,
It is?
but it can actually help you write emails and messages faster.
So it's like having a personal editor.
Kind of, yeah. But, all this AI stuff does make you think
About,
about control,
what do you mean?
Like, are we giving up too much control by letting the AI make all these decisions for us?
That's a good point. It's something to think about for sure.
It is. It's a conversation we need to be having.
As technology gets more and more advanced.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance,
Between convenience and privacy.
And control, yeah. We need to make sure that technology is serving us.
Not the other way around.
Exactly. Okay, but let's shift gears for a second.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Let's go back to photography.
Oh, yeah. That 50 MP camera.
We already touched on it, but I think it's worth diving a little deeper.
Okay, I'm down. What did TechWise Corner say about it?
Well, they were obviously impressed with, how good the photos are.
Yeah.
But they also said something really interesting. They said that the Z Fold 6 could actually be changing the way we think about mobile photography.
Oh, wow. How so?
Well, they argued that the combination of the, high-resolution sensor and the AI and, of course, the foldable design,
Right.
it all comes together to allow you to capture images in ways that you just couldn't before with a regular smartphone.
So it's not just about taking better pictures.
It's about new possibilities.
Like what?
Well, imagine using the unfolded screen as a viewfinder
Okay.
for like a group shot or something, or using the different angles to get these unique perspectives.
That you couldn't get with a fixed lens.
Exactly. They even talked about how the foldable design actually gives you a more stable grip when you're shooting video.
Oh, interesting.
So less shaky footed.
More professional looking videos.
Exactly. And then, with the AI recognizing different scenes and adjusting the settings for you.
You don't have to be a pro to get great shots.
Nope. Okay, let's be real for a second. About the price. This phone is not cheap.
It's definitely an investment.
For sure. And for a lot of people, the cost is probably going to be a deal breaker.
Yeah, I can see that.
But TechWise Corner made a good point.
What's that?
They said that the Z Fold 6 is more than just a phone.
Oh, I.
It's like a convergence of multiple devices.
So you're saying, like, it could replace your tablet
Potentially, yeah.
or your e-reader.
Maybe even your laptop for certain things.
So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck.
In a way, yeah. It really just depends on how you plan to use it.
And how much you value having all that functionality in one device.
Right. But TechWise Corners seem to think that for certain people,
Like who?
people who really value productivity and portability.
And a premium experience.
Yeah, they said that for those people, the Z Fold 6 might be worth every penny.
Interesting. It's making me rethink my whole phone situation.
Me too. Okay, before we wrap things up, I want to go back to something we talked about earlier.
What's that?
The idea of the Z Fold 6 being a glimpse into the future.
Of mobile technology.
Exactly. It's a bold statement, but
But there's something to it.
there is. This phone is really pushing boundaries.
Making us rethink what a smartphone can be.
Totally. And, it might not be for everyone,
Right.
but it's definitely a sign of things to come.
Technology is always evolving.
And what seems like science fiction today.
Could be reality tomorrow.
Exactly. So, as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
The future of mobile.
The Z Fold 6 is just one example of how innovation is shaping it. All right, so we've spent, the past hour or so really digging into the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 AI smartphone.
We've talked about pretty much everything. The folding design, the camera, all the AI stuff, even like the philosophical implications.
Right, what does it all mean for the future of phones? But I think now it's time to answer the big question.
The one everyone's wondering.
Is it worth it? Is the Z Fold 6 the right phone for you?
It's a tough one.
It is. Because like we've been saying, there's no easy answer. It really depends on, what you're looking for in a phone.
Exactly. What might be amazing for one person.
Could be totally useless for someone else.
Right. So let's try to break it down. Who do we think would actually benefit from this phone?
Okay, so based on everything we've read in the TechWise Corner review,
Yeah.
it seems like the ideal user for the Z Fold 6 is someone who, really values productivity,
Okay.
but also wants a phone that's great for entertainment.
So someone who needs a device that can do it all.
Exactly. Like seamless transition between work and play.
And probably someone who's always on the go.
Right. Constantly moving, needs a phone that can keep up with their busy lifestyle.
Yeah, maybe like a business person who travels a lot.
Or like a creative professional who is always, working on projects.
Right, someone who can really take advantage of that bigger screen.
Totally. And they're probably pretty tech savvy too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They appreciate innovation. They're willing to invest in a premium experience.
They're not afraid to be an early adopter.
And they definitely see this phone as like more than just a phone.
Right. It's a tool. It's an extension of themselves.
Okay, but let's flip the script for a second.
Okay.
Who should maybe avoid this phone?
Good question. I think, if you're someone who's perfectly happy with your current smartphone,
You don't need anything fancy.
you don't need a foldable screen, you're
Yeah.
not really interested in all the extra bells and whistles,
Then yeah, this phone is probably not for you.
and if you're on a tight budget,
Definitely not.
it's a splurge.
There are plenty of other great phones out there that cost way less.
Exactly. And, TechWise Corner also made a good point about
About what?
simplicity. Like, if you're someone who really values, ease of use.
A phone that's just straightforward.
Right. This phone is, it's a lot. It's got so many features, so many options.
It can be overwhelming.
It can. It takes some time to learn how to use it all.
So it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
Oh.
It's a phone for people who are, excited by technology, who want to push the limits.
Who want to be on the cutting edge.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's not for everyone.
But for some people,
It could be a dream come true.
it really could. It's a phone that makes you rethink what's possible.
It does. And that brings us back to that question we keep coming back to.
About the future.
Yeah, is foldable technology just a fad? Or is it the next big thing?
It's hard to say for sure.
It is, but honestly, after learning all about the Z Fold 6,
Yeah,
I'm starting to think that foldable phones are here to stay.
me too. The technology is getting better all the time.
The designs are more refined, the user experience is smoother.
And as more companies start making foldable phones,
We're going to see even more innovation.
more competition, which means, hopefully, lower prices.
Exactly. And as foldable technology becomes more mainstream,
It could really change everything.
imagine a world where everyone has a phone that can transform into a tablet.
That would be wild.
It would. And it's not that far-fetched.
The Z Fold 6 is proof of that.
It's a glimpse into the future, a future that's exciting and full of possibilities.
So as you're thinking about your next phone upgrade,
Ask yourself, are you ready to go foldable?
are you ready to embrace the future?
We hope this deep dive has given you all the information you need to make that decision.
But ultimately, the best way to know if the Z Fold 6 is right for you,
Is to try it out yourself.
go to a store, play around with it, see what you think,
You might just be surprised.
and how much you love it.
And that wraps up our deep dive into the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 AI smartphone.
We hope you enjoyed it.
And learned a thing or two along the way.
The world of tech is always changing.
So stay curious, stay informed.
And keep exploring.
Until next time.